Hey, first day of school. This is Wednesday, August 6th. Most of you are already here today, so you're not going to be watching this. I record so that your parents can watch this, or in case you're ever absent or something like that. Whereas, like, we go through and have discussion today. If you're like, you won't believe what the crazy man did, now you have evidence of what crazy man did. I'm the crazy man. So, let's go through and help you out. One, kids over here, you can't see it as well, so I'm going to help you. Kids over here, I write my name up here on the board. I leave it up there the entire year to help you out, where it has Broviac. Then below that, I did a little pronunciation key where it has the Bro, V, and the Ack. If you don't know how to say my name, because I know Broviac can be a challenge, you're welcome to look over here. If you struggle and you can't do Broviac, you can say Mr. Brove, or Mr. Bro, or Mr. B, or Mr. Or for some of you, you can just blink at me a lot with tears and I'll know that you're referring to me. I am absolutely fine with you looking over there as we have discussions throughout the year. I'm probably not going to judge you until we get to like November and you're still looking over there. I might have issues with that. But we'll get there as we go through all these things. So, with you guys, I said, there we go. I put schedule up there to help you out. So if you have not taken a picture or have a picture of schedule and you would like it, I'm putting it up here. You can get out device now, whether it be iPad or phone. You're more than welcome to take a picture of it. I will also put up the schedule for tomorrow and Friday, which looks like that, so you can take a picture of both of them. I also have them all around my room. So if you don't take a picture there, over yonder on my board, I have both schedules there. Yonder, way back on the cabinets, I have schedule there. Above creepy pink flag, I have schedule there. Back over here on Giant Spider-Man, I realize for most of you, the two most important things is one, making sure that you have friends that you can make eye contact with and giggle. And then two, knowing what time you get to leave my class. So now you've already made eye contact and giggled, and now you get to know what time you're going to leave my class. You're pretty much done learning for the year. So that's why I'm here to sort of help you out on that one. Sorry. See a camera. What you going to do? All right, so we're good to go on that one. Then you can close the iPad or just keep staring at me. All right. Here's our goals for today. One, you're judging your teachers. Apparently last year at Sand Creek, you guys had like 2 teachers all day. Sometimes you'd have like 3 teachers, and already today you've had like 40 teachers or some ridiculous number. And so that is a lot of teachers for you to judge and figure out who the normal ones are, who the crazy ones are, who the old ones are, and so doing all of those little judgy bits as you go throughout the day. But it's okay. I'm also judging you. As you guys get to be in my class, I get to start figuring out which one of you guys I like and which one of you guys are kind of weird. And so the judging is going to work in both directions. We're judging each other. Also, I'm going to be giving you 2 small homework assignments today. They're not due till next week. One of them, most of you already have done. The other one is really easy and kind of fun. They're not like science and math homework because they hate children, and so they give you things to try to make you cry. My homework assignment is to do 2 things this week. One, I want you to start my class with an A+, so I try to give you a really easy homework assignment, then you get to be all like, I'm a big kid. And then 2, I need to know which kids are slackers. The faster I can get to my slacker kids, the faster I can yell at you and start attacking you, and that brings me joy. So I give you 2 easy assignments to figure out which kids struggle with that already. Also today, a lot of you have not been around humans for like 9 or 10 weeks. You've been locked into your bedroom on your phone or on your Xbox or PlayStation. You've been playing any amount of Roblox games or Call of Duty, and you've not been around other humans for a while. So part of my judging today is seeing how well you do in a crowd of other people. Some kids have done well today. Other kids have kind of melted down today. So we'll see where you guys fit into all of this. Okay, covering the things as we go through the judging stuff. Cell phones. So here's how the whole cell phone thing works. I know at Sand Creek they started training you guys with this whole cell phone thing already. When you get here, you guys now have 40, 50 teachers, whatever it is, and all of us have different rules as you're trying to adjust to things. Some teachers have the little phone like jail box thing or the stuff you put them into. I'm not a phone jail box kind of person. Here's how it works in my room. Don't let me see it, and we're good to go. As long as you keep it in your pocket, or whether you put it into your pencil pouch, or you put it somewhere where I'm not putting eyes on it, I don't care. I recommend not putting it on the ground, only because you guys are 12 and squirrely, and you're going to roll that chair around. If your phone's on the ground and it goes crinkle crunch, I can't help you. All I can do is laugh at you, which does bring me joy, but it's probably not going to bring Mama and Papa you joy, but that's a you issue. I know some kids like to try to keep their phone on their desk because that way you can sort of make sure that you know what time it is. Well, here's what I'm going to say. Don't leave it on your desk because I'll take it from you. If you need to know the time, you can look up here and there's a clock above the door. And yes, I am aware most of you can't read that clock. That's why I put it up there. I find it hilarious watching some of you guys try to figure out how to tell time on that one. So you have a choice. Figure out how to tell time on that or learn how to read the stars, which may take a while in here, being as that you can't see the stars, but I'm not one to stop you from that one. Oh, also as far as the phone goes, part of my rear, I treat you like big kids if you act like big kids. If you don't act like big kids, I get to be mean to you. So, let's say you need to use your phone to like text your mom because you need a ride home after practice and you just found out your friend can't give you a ride. Don't sneak it under your desk and try to text your mom. Just raise your hand and go, can I text my mom? And I'll go, yeah, that's fine, just stand up. And you just stand up and text your mom and then you sit back down and we're good to go. You act like a big person, I treat you like a big person. Now, if you get done texting mom and then we start swiping, now we're going to have some issues. Especially if after swiping you start giggling and you're like, look at this, Hattie. And then we're going to have problems. I'm probably going to come at you. So as long as you act like big person, I treat you like big person. Ooh, before we get to this, here's the part where I'm going to go through and actually learn your names real quick. So I'm going to pause this because there's no point having your names on screen because that'd be creepy. So kids at home, time out. Welcome back. All right. Oh no, I think this a little bit. So, here's where we're going to do a little responsibility game. You guys get choices. A lot of how my class works is I'm going to give you two paths and choices to take. You get to choose either one, and I will tell you what happens for each choice path that you take. Here's what I'm going to recommend to you. You are most likely going to forget your locker number and locker combination at some point this year because you're human and it happens a lot. In order to not embarrass future you, current you should probably write this somewhere in either your iPad or your phone because you are almost always going to have your iPad or phone with you because you're the digital generation and you go into conniption fits if you don't have contact with technology. So there is a good chance it's always going to be nearby. I would recommend right now, opening up your iPad or phone, going to the calendar app, finding your birthday, because you shouldn't forget your birthday, and then putting in there an entry that has your locker number and locker combination. Mr. Brodiak, I'm in the advanced class with Big Brain. Do I have to? Absolutely not. You're absolutely to choose not to do that. But let's play a little game called Future You. And here's how the game of Future You works. Let's say Monday comes along, and you have spent 2 days playing Dress to Impress, and there is no way your brain is thinking about school by the time you get back on Monday. And you have completely forgotten your locker combination because all you can do is think about all the wonderful outfits you were picking out. So now you have to get into your locker, but you don't know your combination. And you're like, how do I get into it? Your thought is, I'm going to go talk to one of the big people in the hallway. So you go up to the big people in the hallway and you go, big person, I need to get into my locker. Big person is going to go, you need to talk to the locker god. And you're going to go, there's a locker god? And they're going to go, there is a locker god. You're going to go, who's the locker god? They're going to go, look for the man with a big smile and 2 thumbs. And you're going to go, what? And I'm going to go, hey, this guy. I'm the locker god. I have a key to every locker in the school. I have the combination to every locker in the school because I enjoy torturing children. when they send you to me and you walk up and go, Mr. Romiak, I can't get into my locker. I'm going to go, it's okay, wee one. Do you remember the first day of school? And you'll go, uh-huh. I go, do you remember when I told you to put your combination into your iPad? And you'll go, uh-huh. I'll go, did you do that? Here's where your two paths come in. Let's say path one, responsible you put it into your iPad. And you go, yeah, it's on my birthday. And you open up your iPad and you go, never mind, locker god. And you go back to your locker and everything is good. But let's say we didn't put it into our iPad. And we go, no, I didn't do that. And I go, so the first day of school when I told you to put it in there, you blatantly chose to ignore my directions. And you go, uh-huh. I go, oh. See, good kid, I pat on the head and I go, good child. And you go, hee hee hee, and everything's good. But if you're not the kid that put locker combination in there, I go, oh, you know I get to make fun of you in front of everybody now. You go, what? And I go, kid who can't follow directions, come with me. And then I get to loudly mock you in front of all the other children because this is the path you have chosen. Again, I'm happy either way. Both ways, I win. One way, I have a responsible kid I'm proud of. The other way, I get to openly mock a child, and that just brings me joy because I'm wired differently. So either way, I come out on top. You get to choose which one you want to be. Next up, if you have a school iPad, this doesn't apply to you because if you leave your iPad somewhere, I know who it belongs to. As soon as I open up your iPad, it has your name right there. If you leave your iPad in the hallway or in my room and it has your name in it for a school iPad, I return it to you. Most of the time, I'll even come to your classroom or send a kid to you because my heart is full of love and rainbows. But let's say you have not a school iPad and you're one of those handful of kids who has your own iPad. Here's my question. How do I know this iPad belongs to you? Is your name on it? Is your picture on the lock screen? Is there any identifying information on the outside of this? Because if there's not, here's how you prove to me it's your iPad. We have to go through your photo roll and swipe through it until we can find a picture of you. For some of you, that's a really awkward game you don't want to play. But that's up to you if you want to play that game or not. I recommend putting your name on it so that you don't have to play that game. But maybe you have awkward pictures you want to share. We'll find out. It's going to be fun. Okay. Next responsibility check. How many of you guys have bottom lockers? This does not apply to you. Your life already sucks. How many of you guys have top lockers? You guys are living the good life because you're the top locker kids. But here's where the problem comes in, top locker kids. This does apply to you. Being locker god, I have a thing that bothers me with top locker kids. Here are lockers. Do you see that? Do you see that? Those are called locker tails. That's when top locker kid puts their backpack in their locker, usually on the side hooks as opposed to the back hook, and their little backpack dangles out the side. And you're like, okay, so what? It's a locker tail. What's the big deal? There isn't a big deal until 4 o'clock. And here's where you have to realize these bottom locker kids, they lead a life of anger and hatred. And they look for the day where they can finally get revenge on you. And when you let this little locker tail dangle in front of them every time they're in there, and it's just taunting them, going back and forth, at 4 o'clock, they get their revenge. And they flap that little locker flap closed, and they shut their locker on it, and then they just walk away giggling. And you're like, what's up with that kid? And then you put on your backpack to leave, and you're like, I'm going to, and you go flying backwards, because now you're attached. And the problem is, you then have to go running up to the locker god, and at 4 o'clock, I'm running around solving problems. I have a better way of solving problems. Here's how I solve locker tails. When I have a locker tail, and kids come to me, I just walk by, and I just snip them all. And as I snip the locker tails, I never have a locker tail again in that same location. And it solves the problem. Now, if you're a bottom locker, you can have all the locker tails you want. This is one of the only joys you have as a bottom locker kid. You can have a little thing dangle out there, and you can taunt the top locker kid to your heart's content. If you're a top locker kid, I recommend making friends with the kid below you. I recommend every Monday coming in with some M&Ms and sprinkling them on the ground like little squirrel treats. And the little kid like, and they'll just gobble it up. And you can pat them on the head, and now you have your little bottom locker friend. But that's up to you. But if you come to me, I'm telling you now how I'm going to solve the problem. And you're going to see it today at 4 o'clock when all these kids who didn't pay attention and they get their locker closed. It's good times. Okay, let's get to the homework part. So here's our next responsibility check. I would recommend, if you have iPad, typing it in wherever you're going to be a responsible kid that keeps track of your homework assignments, or if you have a notebook, write it into there. I'm going to tell you your 2 homework assignments here. Your first one is due Monday. This one's easy. This is the one most of you already have done, which is bringing in a composition notebook for my class. This is composition notebook, the one that has the little bound edge. Now, if you're a spiral notebook person, it's not the end of the world. Here's where the problem comes in. We're going to be putting homework and stuff in here, and you do not want your pages to fall out, because if a page falls out, you have to redo the homework, and most of you are lazy and didn't want to do the homework the first time. Having to do it a second time makes you sad. These pages don't come out unless you chew on it or something like that. You're safe. These pages fall out all the time. If you're carrying it and you sneeze too hard, pages come flying out of it. So you're welcome to use one of these. It's just when the pages come out and you come tell me, all I do is laugh at you. This one, you're much safer. I'm happy either way. This is your easy first assignment. You're going to bring it to me Monday. I'm just going to go, show me notebook, and you're going to go, yeah! And I go, congratulations, you now have an A+ in my class, because I'm going to give you a 5 out of 5 for bringing it in. If the big people in your house have not had a chance to go out, sorry, all day talking, have not had a chance to go out and buy the notebooks yet, I'm not going to punish you for your parents. That's mean. So instead, just have a big person in your house write a note. Like, we have not had a chance to go out and buy notebooks yet. Signed, Mr. Big Person. I don't want you to write the note. I know you're irresponsible. I want the big person to write the note. Bring that in. I will give you credit for bringing the note in, and you can still keep your A+. But you have to either bring notebook or you bring note Monday. That is how you get first grade. Sorry. Questions on the first one? Okay. Second assignment is a little bit tougher, but not much. You don't have this one done yet, technically. I'm going to have you bring in a printed out picture of your... Sorry, now. Printed out picture of yourself. So on paper, I don't care how old you are in the picture. It can be you as a baby. It can be you taken this morning. It can be you by yourself. It can be you with soccer, with family, as long as you are in this picture. That's what I'm looking for. And you're going to print that out and bring it in. Hang on, Mason. So with this, the reason you're bringing it in is I am putting all of these out in the hallway for the entire school to see. Yes, it is going to have your name next to it. So whatever picture you bring in, don't make it too embarrassing. Because if you bring in the one of you in the bathtub when you're 1 year old and you have all the bubbles in your hair and you're like, I'm a bubble baby, that's great, as long as you don't mind being bubble baby because everyone's going to see it. I'm fine with it. You're the creepy little baby. So this is what you're going to bring in. Don't make it too small. Don't make it a pumpkin. I guess back up. If your parents want to print out a poster-sized picture of you, bring that bad boy in. That'd be awesome. But don't go too small because then we can't see who you are. What was your question, Mason?
Oh, can I bring in a picture with me, like right in the bottom corner?
As long as the photo of you isn't too small, yes. But if you're trying to manipulate the system, sounds creative. Go for it. I'm fine with creative manipulation of the system. So that is what I'm going to have you bring in. If you leave my room, not right now, but you look to the left, those pictures are still up. Like, I have all of last year's kids up there for you guys to still see. Next week, this will now be pictures of you and not pictures of them anymore. So bring in picture, you'll be good to go. That'll be for Tuesday/Wednesday of next week, whichever day we meet with you guys. What is this, period 8? So you guys would be Wednesday? Wednesday we meet with you guys next week. Again, if you do not have a picture because you've moved recently or your parents don't believe in cameras because they steal your soul or something like that, bring in a note from the big person saying, we don't believe in cameras, they steal children's souls. Signed, Mr. Big Person. You bring that in, I still give you credit, you still get to keep your A+. If you don't show up with picture, then I don't get to give you A+, and that's where I get to harass you and stuff like that. So you have one homework assignment due Monday, one due Wednesday. Questions there? Yeah. All right, then let me be nice to you. So, throughout today, and those of you who came to preview day, the library, the thing with the books and all the glass that goes around it right over there, if you've noticed, around the library on the four corners on the outside, there are these double wooden doors that all look identical when you walk up to them. So whether you're going to door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4, one of them leads to science, one of them leads to a parking lot, one leads to wellness, and it oftentimes gets confusing when you go through them. Some of you have already figured this out, others of you have not, so here's my niceness to you. If you want to know where you're going, when you approach the doors, take your fingers, put them below your chin, and gently lift. And you're going to see this thing called a sign. I thought it was obvious, but the number of kids I see wandering around not knowing where to go, I realized teaching you how to lift your head was a thing we're going to need to do. So as you go down the hallway to figure out which one is science, so that you're not in the parking lot dodging cars, find the one that says science to help you out. Same thing with the one that has like wellness. Now, there is not one that says buses. So to help you out, the science one is way out in the boonies. That's where the buses are. So science, also buses. So you can think of both of those together. And then, same thing here as far as the different directions. Some of you guys have already noticed these and been looking up and using them. Go you. You're smart kids. There's a number of kids who have not, who I have to keep trying to point to the science to help them out. Now, if you have friends on the other teams, like the Globetrotters and the Stars, their teachers don't love them as much as I love you guys, as I think about you, as I care, no, as I tolerate you guys. And so because of that, they don't tell them about the signs. So you may see your Globetrotters and Stars friends like wandering around blindly in the hallways, bumping into walls. You may see them like in the hallways, like curled into a ball, crying and rocking back and forth. Here's where you get to choose a path again. The path of goodness and the path of evil. So the way it works is if you want to choose the path of goodness, when you see the kid in the hallway rocking back and forth and crying, I recommend walking over to the child and going, it's okay, small child. And you reach out your fingers and you gently lift their chin. And when they're going, what are you? Oh, and their eyes focus on the sign up there. You go, yes, my child. And then as they hug you and go, life debt, you go, it's okay. And then you walk away and know that you are a good person. Or choose the path of evil. And when you see the kid crying in the hallway, rocking back and forth, go, sucks to be you, and just keep on walking. You choose whichever path is in your heart. Now, I've had kids ask today, Mr. Brovier, which path are you on? Well, I literally just metaphorically lifted your heads to show you the signs. Obviously, my heart is full of rainbows and butterflies. So here's me trying to help you out because I'm nice to the good kids. Right now, I'm in the delusional state of believing you're all good kids. So I'm trying to help you. Eventually, we'll learn that not all of you are good kids, and those are the kids.
Good afternoon, Chargers. I have two end-of-the-day announcements regarding transportation. Teachers, please review the email from Mr. Pollack to ensure students know where they'll be going after the bell. Again, teachers, please review the email from Mr. Pollack to ensure students know what bus to take today. Also, students that rode bus 107 with Mr. Speed and live in Sedona Woods